Hello, I'm Sylvain and I am the studio director at Passtech Games. On Ravenswatch, in addition to my studio director role, I'm also in charge of all the technical aspects of the development, and if I have some time left, I also do some game programming. I'm here today to present you one of my builds with Snow Queen I regularly try with more or less success. The build is called the Dashing Frost Queen because you are doing a lot of frost while dashing. Okay, now let's open the build tool and make this build. Our starting talent will be Frost Queen. This talent will allow us to keep enemy frozen even after using our trait. We've got our Frost Queen, now we need our Dashing Frost Queen, so I will take the Slide talent as my first pick. The ability to create frost while dashing is very helpful as you can create frost trail with your power, with your defense and now with your dash. Our second talent will be the Radiant Crown. You cannot be a Frost Queen without a crown. So with this talent you can have an extra charge for your trait. As your enemies stay frozen after using your trait, you can use it multiple times and always trigger the chatter. The trait is really at the core of this build and will make a ton of damage with it. Next, we will focus on damage, more damage. We will use this talent to synergize with all these shield enemies around us to maximize the crit chance. One of the goals of this build is to reach the 100% chance to crit, as any extra percentage above the 100 will transform into critical damage. To finish our first series of talent, we will finish with the choice of the ultimate. Surprisingly, we will choose Frost Ray and not Snowstorm, because this build is very good at dealing a ton of damage to group of enemies, but not so good to deal damage to bosses, so Frost Ray will help us to make a single target damage. Other talents are not mandatory, but you can push the synergy on the special, so we can add extra damage with Ice Spray and with Flurry of Shard for your special. Also, one talent that you don't want to miss is Frostbite, because Frostbite deals extra damage to shield enemies. This talent will synergize with your basic attack with your special. For your defensive talent, we'll choose the Protective Crown. As you got 2 charge of your trait, you can activate twice the bonuses of this talent and to get some shield to protect you. And to finish, the ultimate upgrade will be the Royal Ray. With our build, we can take the most out of this talent. The chatter will be massive and the bonuses too. You can upgrade any talent you want. The starting talent is an obvious choice, because the more the frost stay on ground, the more it will be easy to get shield enemy around you. But you can also increase the damage of the trait, so every talent is good to be upgraded. I will upgrade Frost Queen first, I think, to keep all the enemy as shield as long as possible. So now that we get our talent, what kind of object do we want to choose? With this build, our goal for object is to maximize critical chance and critical damage. Really good starting object with this build is the Eternal Roses. With Eternal Roses, you can increase your crit chance while dashing, something we want to do a lot. Just after a dash, you will trigger your trait, and your trait will benefit from this crit chance and do a lot of damage. This is really an object that you want to stack and to collect, so you will reach the collection effect that increase even more critical damage. The other object you really want to have is the Charm Stone. This is a really good object to collect too, because you will gain dash charge. Each dash will create more frost. More frost means more critical chance. More critical chance, more damage. So also there is a cool side effect with the collection of Charmstone is that you can create some shield. As we choose protective crown that creates also shields, we can synergize on the shield generations. So you can choose objects like fairy dust to even more synergize on shield. In this build we use our special as a finishers, so we can increase our special damage with the Jack of Diamond. The Jack of Diamond increase special damage, but also increase special crit chance that help us to reach the 100% critical chance on special. Another good object to synergize with your special is the Ravenswatch. The Ravenswatch decrease the cooldown of the special that will help you to cycle between your dash, your trait and your special. Also, if you manage to do the collection, your special will deal even more damage. I also forget one very important item in this build. This is the Ring of Dispel. We now apply vulnerable to them, and this is very powerful and a very important object to have to make this build work. Because a lot of our talents are making more damage when you upgrade them, you can focus on upgrading them to legendary. And then, if you manage to find Excalibur, this can be a good way to add a lot of damage to your build. Also, consumables are very interesting in this build. You can take critical damage bonuses with consumables or with grimoire to make numbers even bigger with this build. So the gameplay loop of this build is to open the fight with your defense to get the most enemies in the chill state, then to chain with your dash to put on them the vulnerable state, and to quickly chain with your trait to use the bonuses of roses, and you can chain with your special to make as much damage as possible. This build is quite representative of my playstyle, a little bit risky and not guaranteed, but very rewarding if you manage to make it. I'm not very good at playing the game. I often play in adventure or twilight difficulty. I play a little bit too risky, and I often finish with the most death door at the end of a multiplayer game. But I really like to play exotic build and to try things that other people don't try. It was cool to use the BuildMaker to make this build, and also I can share it to my friends and they can say my build is not so good. The BuildMaker is now available and the link is in the description. Thank you for watching, see you next time.